Oh, so I took a break. I went to eat something. I went to have lunch, and I kind of just cooled off because like it was just frustrating. Like seriously frustrating to be cut off like that without any warning. And I don't want the people that were on the live to feel as if like I don't know. I don't want them to feel like maybe I just cut the stream off without any warning. But it's just my network situation, and I usually change from MTN to Airtel. Airtel, the issue with Airtel is that it's quite expensive, and for some reason shut down they just shut off the network. I don't know why. So it was really bad. Um but I'm still using Airtel now because I don't have like my data is finished on MTN. So I just hope that this week, the way this week works out, money falls into my hand and um I can buy data for my MTN because that's the most reliable network in this country. And that's saying a lot because MTN is not reliable at all. So, but out of all the networks in this country, network providers in this country, MTN is the most reliable. So, like if you buy data for MTN, you are sure of what you are going to get. Yeah. Anyways, also there's this issue of light. I think there's something wrong with our electricity in this area. So it's up to me buying like fuel to power my gen so that I can charge my phone and use it and all of that. I'm from Nigeria. I'm streaming from Nigeria. My name is King. Hi Joseph. Where are you from yourself? So this week, I hope this week we can have streams every day as usual. I'm hoping to get to 1K subscribers this month because I think it's time for me to have 1K subscribers. I've been making videos on YouTube for more than 10 years. Hello, ma'am. Hi. I'm making videos on YouTube for more than a decade. Yeah. And it's like, when am I, I've been trying everything to get to 1K subscribers, but I haven't gotten it. So I started streaming live, and that's been wonderful. So I hope, like I set the goal for September to get to 1K subs. Yeah. Hello, Rachel. Where are you from? My name is King. I'm from Nigeria. Hello, ma'am. Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. This is my friend, my teddy bear. He says hi, and he's sending hearts to you as well. So, as I was saying, um, what was I saying? I was talking about light issue. Very funny emojis, mad. I mean, mad. I hope that's correct. So anyways, this week usually I go live every day, yeah. But I don't know, depending on how this week goes, hopefully money from the sky fall into my hand so I can buy fuel, I can buy data so that I can come online every day. Hopefully, then you'll see me every day of this week. I used to come online every day, so yeah. Where are you from? Thank you for joining my stream. I went live earlier today, but like my network kept messing up here. And I tried to do this thing, I was doing mathematics. Stand up. Why? I don't think I want to stand up. Sorry. So what was I saying? What was I saying? I did. I came on live earlier, like maybe 2 hours ago, an hour ago. I was doing mathematics, so you can check my page to see those streams. Once it's done processing, you can see my streams. I was doing mathematics. That was my plan for today, but network kept messing up, and electricity issues and all of that. But anyways, not to complain too much, just what country flags that I don't know that flag. I don't recognize the flag. I might know the country, but I don't recognize the flag. Also, the emojis, is that like some kind of messaging? I don't get it. Sorry, I don't get it. Yeah. Anyways, so my goal with this one is just to connect with my viewers. My people that might have been expecting me my usual time. That have been expecting my usual time. Hello, Jackies. Hi, my name is King. I'm from Nigeria. This is my friend Teddy. Where are you from, Jackies? Where are you from? Also, please subscribe to my channel. I I trust that you are going to enjoy your time. Oh, Nigerian, my fellow Nigerian, Delta State. You're like, I think you're the second person from Delta State that is visiting my channel. Thank you so much. How is Delta State this time of the year? How was today is Monday, yeah? So are you a student or are you a worker? How is school or how is work today? I hope it was fine. I hope you've been having a wonderful day. Like, I hope you've been having a wonderful day today. Please support the channel by subscribing, liking, and all the good stuff. I came on here experimentally because I was scared that maybe my network will not cooperate with me today. Oh, sorry, I don't give my contacts. It's a public platform now. That will not be safe and that will not be wise of me to do so. But you can connect with me on my Instagram. My Instagram is in the description of my video. You can follow me there. I can get I don't know, you can follow me on Instagram. Also, my email is in my, if you want to support me in any way, my email is in the description of this video, so you can reach me there. But for phone numbers, I don't give my phone numbers on stream. Sorry. This guy, I'm listening to this. The artist I'm listening to recently is Black Sheriff. I think he just released an album, yeah. And I love the way he sings. I love his production. Better days for me. I don't understand. Are you wishing me well? Thank you for that. I also wish better days for you. So I'm listening to this artist recently. Not recently, I've always like, I think from the moment he came out, of course I fucked up. Who not fucked up Thrillers in the air? I think that was in 2022. That's when I knew about Black Sheriff. 2022 or 2021, 2022. And I've been following him ever since. I think his work is very beautiful, and I love the fact that he's from Ghana. Yeah, I think he's from Ghana. I love his discography. Like, he's a very cool artist. I've never been to like a concert before, but I think I can. If he comes to Nigeria, I would want to go for his show. I want to see him sing live. Although I don't know if he has ever been to Nigeria to perform before, but Burna Boy has also worked with him. One song like that in his new album. Very cool guy. I think for me, I feel like what Black Sheriff is what Burna Boy presented himself to be when he first started. Like that, yeah, 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 yeah. That's that yeah song. Burna Boy, and then also I knew Burna Boy like way back before yeah. Yeah. So he has this whole reggae grunge very reggae aesthetic, yeah. That's what I felt Burna Boy was going for. And then when Ye came out, it was just perfect. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to support this guy. And it was cool. But then he just kind of just nose dived. Burna Boy just nose dived, just became mainstream, and it's not even mainstream that okay he's trying to be a pop guy or something. He just became something of a chameleon, yeah, just looking forward to make him the next biggest hit. He does not seem to have any sense of identity anymore, which is just unfortunate. So I'm talking about him like in reference to Black Sheriff because so far, although his first album will forever be goated like platinum in my house, but for Black Sheriff, he has remained fairly consistent in his music, yeah, and in his identity. So I think, yeah, that's why I appreciate Black Sheriff. He has been consistent, with his messaging and with his style of music. And at the end of the day, when some sort of artist, I'm not saying it's not okay to change or try new things as an artist. I'm just saying, hello Jega, hi. My name is King. I'm from Nigeria. Where are you from? I'm saying that it's not about saying artists cannot change it. I'm just saying that there has to be an identity behind all of that, yeah. And I feel like Burna Boy has lost it, or maybe he never had identity in the first place. Maybe he was just very hungry, and now that he's no longer hungry, he's more interested in the perks of being a celebrity, I guess. Also, Burna Boy is a person that kinds of shit on his country, which is valid because, of course, Nigeria is nothing to write home about. But the way he does it, he takes that annoyance out instead of on the system. It is taking it out on people that are also oppressed by the system. His fans, you get. He takes it out on his fans. He takes it out on his audience. He has no respect for his audience, and those kind of artists, I don't think I can get anything from being like a faithful listener to them. I feel like maybe I can come across their music in the wild, or maybe a feature that is cool and I enjoy it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, this guy is an artist I listen to. Not never going to be on my playlist. So, anyways, I don't know why this conversation went through Burna, but because I just heard a snippet of a Black Sheriff song, and I just wanted to appreciate um the identity that Black Chef presents, like with his artistry, with his music here. I think that is valuable and should be praised. Anyways, like I said, I just came on here to, have the rest of my allotted streaming time with my people because I feel sorry that my network went off unexpectedly and my data finished unexpectedly. Like everything was just interrupting me today. And I just felt bad for the people that were watching me earlier, and they probably just cut off at a bad time for them. I just wanted to come on here to just, let them know that um it's not that I left unexpectedly, it's just my network was messing up. And then I also want to give kind of like an announcement that maybe like if things go a certain way, I might not show up on stream all through the week, because I want to preserve data. Or like maybe if money falls into my hand, then I can come online and stream as usual all week. Anyway, Sha, if you follow me, subscribe to me, you see my notification for streaming. Anyways, yeah. So how is everybody? I don't know if the people that are here now were around for my math stream. I mean the mathematics that we did earlier. I don't know if they are still around, if they are still here. Dun, 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 dun. And also, I said I wanted to watch this movie, Him. Yeah, it's a horror movie, and I think it's Marlon Wayans, one of the Wayans brothers that is the main character, one of the main characters, the major antagonist of the movie. Yeah, but I could not find it on my source, so I might not watch that anymore. I'll wait until my source has it. Which other film do I want to talk about? Like, there's this movie. I was watching this series before I came online. It's a series, a HBO series, industry, yeah, and it's about. I could not find season one of that show, but I could find like season two was available, so I started watching it here. And the show is about this whole black bones. Hello, my name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. What about you, black bones? Where are you from? Where are you from? Is your name? Can I call you Black Bones? I was watching these shows, industry. That's the name of the show. Yeah, I started watching. I wanted to watch it because of David Johnson because I wanted to see. Because I'm thinking of watching something by of David Johnson, and David Johnson is this British actor. He's the main character for The Long Walk. It's also a horror movie that came out this year. So I want to watch that, but my plug doesn't have it. So I have to watch something else. So that's why I stumbled onto industry and I found out that industry has David Johnson playing in it. But I don't have season one, only season two that's available. So I started watching season two just like that. Like, ooh, that's what I have. And the story starts off with this perspective of this woman that works in a financial firm. I think they do things like manage people's funds, all this like they work with the stock exchange, they work with all these financial houses like stock brokers and all of that. I don't really know what they're exactly called, but they call themselves like salesmen or something. Yeah. So they are selling stocks. I think they trade in stocks. It's this big type of company that exists in like America and all of that. So it's a HBO series. So like whatever. Anyways, the thing I wanted to bring out is like the story starts off with from the perspective of this woman here, and it seems like something happened to her in season one that everybody's kind of like looking at her as an outcast, and it affected her so bad that she could not resume work like her mates. So she has to be working from the hotel, like from home. Also, this movie was shot in. Hello, Gaurav. Hi. Welcome back. How was school today? Um, so I did not see your picture. Oh. You did not tag me, so what was I saying? So this actress, yeah, it's like something happened to her and she was given this permission to, is it not, are you not seeing it very well? Like I want to put it like this because I'm charging my phone. I can't put it straight up anymore for now because I'm charging my phone and I don't want it to die. So I'm charging it and I'm putting it horizontal. As long as you can see me, like I'm not tilted now. I'm still a bit straight or something. Hello, Munir. Welcome to the stream. Hello. So. I was talking about this drama here. So this lady, like something happened to her in season one, and now she decided to work from home, and she has been working from out of her hotel room for weeks now. And her boss calls her, "Hi Robert, hi Robert, my name is King." So her boss calls her back to the office that she has to come back to the office, yeah, that she can't be working from home. Also, this is 2020 to 2022. So like after COVID, like after the first hit, because COVID is not yet over, but after the first hit of the pandemic, like COVID and all of that, yeah. So I think the filming of the show started then or whatever. So anyways, this character, she has obvious like some mental issues that cripples her and kind of affect her being in her usual workspace here. And her boss allows her to stay for a very long time working out of her hotel room, but then he calls her and tells her she has to resume, that their major orgas or their major seniors from New York is coming to inspect them, sending somebody over because their work is somehow. So she comes to the office and she starts to argue with her boss that why do I have to be in the office? Like why can't I just work from home? I'm still doing the same thing. And he's like, no. He starts to say something about how, there's a feeling that comes with working in the office. You have to see these people in the eyes to trade their stocks or to trade with their money or something like that. And he now ends his own preaching by saying something about how the job is supposed to be your life, or your life is supposed to be the job, or the job is supposed to be this important thing that you know, holds this major part of your life or whatever. So kind of equating the job to life, like a person's life, her life. And I was just like, why? Why exactly? Why exactly would any job demand um your life for it to be done well? You know, it felt kind of depressing immediately. Like when I was listening to it, it just felt like, why? I don't want, like, I don't know. Obviously, and again, like, this is someone that is struggling. Obviously, she has a level of mental issues, or a kind of mental issues which I don't know yet because I just started the drama. So like why, why do people preach such kind of propaganda to, I don't know, job seekers or people that work at offices, like in the office? It's like, did you come to this life to actually just be good at your job? Is it that it's only through a job you can find a level of fulfillment and meaning to your existence? I think that's pretty bleak for anybody in that situation. Like finding um existential fulfillment from the work that you do. I don't know. I feel like your life might be a bit empty. I don't know how to say this without maybe coming off rude or something, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's wise for anybody to stake their lives on their job, you know. And at this point, it's not even as if it's no longer about this job giving you being a source of income. It's now more about, more than the money you make from the job, it's now more about reaching the goals of the job, you know, meeting deadlines, meeting targets, being recognized in your office as doing a good job, being promoted, being given, like, I don't know, it just feels sorry for them. And that is what I get for using Airtel. um what was I talking about now? My train of thought has absolutely slipped. I can't do this with Airtel for the rest of the week. I have to do this with MTN. Like, Airtel is just nothing to write home about. Um, yeah. So it's just like, what exactly, you know, like, what? I don't think the show runners was set up to like convince you, the viewers, that, oh, what you're watching is something admirable. Obviously, all of these people are obviously like heading down this path of self-destruction. Um, but sometimes, like, before I had this level of awareness, when I watch shows like that, it just felt as if, oh, is this something that I could aspire to? To be so obsessed with my job, to be so involved, to be so immersed that I cannot separate my life from my job, and like, but the thing is that the truth is that, like, in the real world here, people kind of attach such behavioral patterns to people, that like those kind of behaviors lead to a measure of success. Yeah, because obviously this main character, she's pretty good at her job, from the way her boss talks to her and has so much expectations of her, and how she goes all out to meet her target or whatever. Yeah, it's like, this is supposed to be like, if you follow if you follow just the character and their motivation, it's supposed to be this thing that, oh, I think she's going to succeed in this way. And it's like, now we have to redefine what we call success, because if you are so enmeshed in your job such that it's leading to your mental health deteriorating, or is leading you down a path of self-destruction, I think you now have to redefine what success means to you. Yeah, which is something that I don't think you should wait until you have a job that is destroying your life to redefine. but but personally, like, any moment you wake up, that's when your day break. That's what I used to tell myself. So If it's that it will take you, being a very toxic working environment for you to come to the awareness that maybe my ideas of success, you know, is off, is inaccurate. Like it doesn't work for me anymore. This idea of success, this measure of success, maybe I need to change what I call success. Maybe I need to redefine it for myself because obviously, if you are being led down the path of destruction, being in a toxic working environment, that means you were not the one that made up that definition of success for yourself. It's probably something that the society made up for you, your parents made up for you, or you picked it up somewhere. It's definitely not coming from the inside because if it was very, very internal, and it was leading you down about part of self-destruction, then that means like there has to be a change somehow, somewhere, yeah. Personally, that's my own conclusion, yes. And I'm saying this not as somebody that has some kind of very conventional level of success. I don't have any sort of measure of success that I can tell you, oh, this is how I succeeded, so that's why I can, express my opinions about how being enmeshed with your job is toxic for you, or how being too obsessed with the desire or the desire for success is going to lead to your own self-destruction. I don't have any measure, any credentials to show you that, oh, see, I did this and I made this like this, and so this is why I'm right. I'm just saying from what I can see and observe that most of the time when we wake up, like we become adults and we are pursuing certain goals, we kind of miss sight of the fact that we are human beings and we can't all manifest the same way. We can't all have the same ideologies, around success, around why we want to achieve certain goals in our lives, yeah. And I know this drama industry is something that obviously will be interesting, yeah. This drama industry is going to have a lot of interesting twists and turns, and I want to see this actor David Johnson in it as well. So I might stick around with the show to see where it goes. But as for watching young people just get so lost in the source of, in the pursuit of success and what acquisition of, I don't know, material. I don't think these people are so interested in the acquisition of material wealth as much as they are interested in being seen as a success. The, I don't know. I don't think they are so much obsessed with that as much as they care about being successful at their jobs. I don't know if the angle of my phone is affecting your viewing experience, but I placed it this way because I want to have this charging moment. So I'm charging my phone. My phone is connected to my power bank, and I don't want it to die. So I'm just plugged up like that, and I can't set it vertical because then it wouldn't stay well enough. Um, yeah. Hello, hello. My name is King. Thank you for joining my stream. I am streaming from Nigeria. Yeah, I'm streaming from Nigeria. I wonder where you're from. Tomorrow, I plan to continue our poetry reading. Um, I have this collection of poems by Yeats, William Yeats, and I've been having fun, studying poetry. Even though I don't really have all the technical tools to study it or technical understanding of poems, I just feel like any new thing I learn, I can just chalk it up that, oh, I've learned this thing about poetry today. Especially William Yeats. I think William Yeats is studied in schools, like students study him for what to call it, poetry courses in college, in university. Yeah, that's awesome to me. Um, but I know it's not just about reading the book. I know there's a level of analysis, thematic identifications, and symbolisms to be parsed from every poem or from a certain collection. I feel as if I'm missing most of it. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing most of it, and it's like unless I get a textbook, and that one is another expenditure which I would have to keep for a future time. Probably maybe when I start to get very settled in my channel. Yeah, say hi to everybody, my table. Hello. When I get very settled, in my channel, as in my channel having reaching all these milestones, then I can start to properly, you know, plan or arrange things for exploration on the channel, especially poetry and plenty of my maths ambition, my mathematics ambition. I want to fully, delve into it with my channel, but then I still want people not to come on the stream and be bored or lose interest, which you can't really control because human beings, our interest is very fickle. Although I am an alien, so my name is King the Alien, so I am alien, so maybe should not say that. Anyways, just a joke. No, is it a joke? It's not a joke. I'm an alien. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, the interest of people can be very fickle, and sometimes um it makes me stress a lot about um the progress of my channel. Yeah, like, how to say it now, it's like, should I just keep, even though, should I just keep doing, not should I want to keep doing what I like on my channel. Yeah, and I want people that like the things I like to find my channel and subscribe, connect, support, in every way possible my channel. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do on my channel, my streams, hoping to meet those people, hoping for those people to see me. Hope for those people to see me and connect with me and all of that and all of that. Yeah. um yeah, trying to make up for all of the interruptions and the delays in the stream, like that I've experienced earlier on when I was filming. But I hope people still have a good time today on stream. So anyways, I spoke about um what other thing am I doing recently? What other media am I allowing myself to enjoy? Um there is this conversation here online, obviously, about um I don't want to bring it up. Not bring it up. I don't It's already talked about a lot, and I don't bring it up just to be a talking point. But I kind of want to. Okay, okay, okay. So there's this person in, like, this country here. I think she's at this point in time she's an influencer here. Not influencer, but she's an influential figure. And I think, yes, her name is Hilda Bachi. I don't know the pronunciation. So Hilda Bachi recently, I think it was this year, that she got the Guinness World Record for longest time one person has spent cooking, you know, in a day, or, like, I don't know, non-stop, yeah, cooking, non-stop cooking. And hearing from afar, because I don't follow all those I don't like to follow gist from this country because it's boring to me. Yeah, but trying to reach a world record, a Guinness World Record, it was actually interesting to me. It was fun. I was like, oh, cool, 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 and she did it. Yeah, and obviously she exploded in popularity, and everybody saw her, and it was cool and everything. So now, um, she now did this thing. She now started doing this thing where she was like, she's going to cook food. Mm, a massive amount of jollof rice on the streets of Lagos. Um, and it was like, I think from what I saw, I didn't really look it up, but the images I saw was just like she was cooking in this over large bowl, and she was cooking jollof rice. And I feel very proud of myself because I don't think jollof rice. I think jollof rice is overrated. It was cool when I was growing up as a child, and like, party jollof now. You don't go to parties all the time, and you can eat jollof rice in parties and all of that. At parties, and like, you can taste a variety of ways of jollof rice being prepared. But like when jollof rice exploded in popularity in like early 2010s, about say, oh, Nigerians are jollof rice, Ghanaian jollof rice, and it was just funny. It was just funny, ha 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 ha. And then it was no longer interesting. Like it was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. So now, for this person with all of this influence to do such, like, my question is why? Hello Paulo, Roberto, hello CEO, hello Paulo, my name is King, hello CEO, my name is King. um for her to do this whole event, it just, when I first saw the headlines, it was just like, is this not waste? Like, is this not wasteful? Is it not wasteful? It kind of feels like that period in our election. I don't know if they still do it in election time. Like whenever these officials want to get elected, they go to constituencies, villages to get numbers, and they just give them bag of rice or they measure out rice. Even during COVID period, when people were asking for relief, it was rice that government was giving them. When Benue was flooded, Abi, one of these states was flooded, and I know it was not Benin, it was one northern state like that was flooded, and the governor, Abibi president, gave them bags of rice, and it's like, why are you giving these people? Are they going to use bag of rice to stop the water from sweeping away their homes, or is the bag of rice going to build new house for them, or like what's the bag of rice going to do? Like the stupidity of such a decision is kind of what I'm still seeing from this decision to cook this heap of food in a public space. It's like, why did you decide to do this? Hmm? um like, there's a level of entertainment that you can get from food, but like, there's also a certain type of entertainment that was very popular before TikTok became the TikTok of now, where people would come online and just waste food. Like, it was supposed to be this whole, imagine me doing this big thing with food, and it was just very wasteful. I've never enjoyed such type of content. um and it's also low effort as well, like your brain cannot think of something, um I don't know, something else, something interesting. And it's like, because you know got the world record and you want to remain relevant, you decide to host a jollof rice, insane levels of wasteful jollof rice cooking. It was not a competition, it was not to give back to the community, it was just for show. Because the videos I've seen of people around the site where she was cooking was like they were collecting the food in their hands, and like, I don't know how you can eat hot plate of jollof rice and like shove it inside your mouth, like a two hands full of jollof rice, and like ho ho shove it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It also seemed very, very wasteful. And I was just thinking about it. If it were in another country, I'd be like, oh, the government is trying to distract people from their horrible maybe they want to implement some kind of policy now that's going to make the lives of people harder, so they want to distract them with this media run or something, and it's like, oh, let's use this girl, because that's how it feels to me. Because why would you do that? And in Lagos, like, if you are even doing it in a state that, you know, was more spacious, was not overcrowded, I don't know, maybe people could have lined up and, you know, your food will not go to waste. But for her to do that, like, and especially in this country where people are really complaining about the sales of bag of rice, you know, how rice is very expensive, foreign rice, local rice. I don't even know that rice she used to cook the food. Maybe it was foreign rice like that, which is extra wasteful. And it's like, why? Why do that at all? You know? Why? Like, does not make any sense to me. It just felt so, it feels wasteful. And I still cannot, I keep thinking of it, you know? And it's like, if you're going to achieve something, if you wanted to stay relevant, you can just start making vlogs. But I guess she has crossed that line. Yeah, she has crossed the level of building up an audience. She already has an automatic audience in majority of the people in this country, majority of the population in this country. Almost everybody knows Hidabachi, yeah? And especially online, everybody knows her. So um she's probably, that would not be as exciting for her, I think. Or I don't know. There's a level of, I feel like, I don't know. Like, there's, it comes into question now. Like, I always have this question for myself. Like, the way I'm showing up on YouTube, you know, and posting videos, and, you know, asking people to subscribe so that my channel can grow, so that, I don't know, I can do wonderful things with my channel. And it's like, you see that everybody's bound, you know, because a lot of people behave this way. You see that everybody's bound to get to this point where they are so filled, like there's so much largesse around them, that they think the next thing to do is to be wasteful. It's to be wasteful, to be out of touch, to be insensitive, to be like, they now start to get even more greedy for attention. Yeah, like they want to be noticed even more, even though they've already got to this point of being seen everywhere, like everybody knows your name, you know. Is it that most creators are bound to end up like that, you know? And I think that's one of the things that really used to stress me out early on in my YouTube career. I don't know if that is what you call this at this point. When I posted videos at first, there was this pressure in my heart, in my chest, like, oh my god, I don't want to be like this, I don't want to be like this. So I always approached my videos with caution. I didn't, I wasn't too stressed about, oh, I was stressed. I wanted people to watch my videos, I wanted people to see my videos, but there was also this opposing part of it on the inside for me, where I was like, oh my god, what if I turn into something unrecognizable? Yeah, there was this fear that I might turn into something unrecognizable. And coming through more than how many years being on this channel and feeling all the frustrations of, you know, not doing as well as I expected, um I got to this point where, or I've got to this point where I think, I think, I trust myself, you know. I trust myself, and I trust who I am on the inside. You know, I trust myself to the extent that I know that I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person, actually. I don't think I've ever been interested in waste. I don't think I've ever been interested in um, extremes or excessiveness, you know. And I know that might sound kind of opposite to the desire that is also existing in me to be seen, for my channel to grow, for my channel to, you know, have so many subscribers and all of that. It's like, are those two things not contradicting each other? How are you so sure that? And it's like, Well, I can never be too sure. What I can only be sure of is my knowing of myself, you get. And I'm going to just rest in the knowing of myself, you get, and be like, I know myself, I trust myself, okay? And since I trust myself, I can trust the desires that I have, you know. I can trust the things that inspire my dreams, the reason why I have dreams, even though I can't spell them out, that oh, this is exactly why I want my channel to be so big, or why I want my channel to achieve so milestone. What I can trust is myself. And I decided to trust myself, you get. And I feel like it is from this trust I started like coming on YouTube live, coming on streams, showing myself, opening my, like, being open and expressing my interests, talking about the interest, talking about my interest, talking about things I like, the movies I like, the music I like, studying books I like. I feel like I trust myself, and I'm aware of how much trust I have in myself. That is why I can show up in this way. So my reason for bringing up Hilda is not to um, bash her per se, or to make a parallel of say, maybe I am, or no, I don't know. It's not to bring her up to bash her, but to bring up um, the I can't even say I'm disappointed. I just feel like it's a tactic. Like somebody sponsored the whole thing so that, and use her as the face so that they'll take attention from something else that one of the powers that be in this country wants to do, wants to implement. Kind of to soften the blow, or to distract people from, focusing on the real things we need to focus on. Just, oh, so she's cooking rice, and though that rice, I'm sure it's like the majority part of that food will be wasted, thrown down the drain, like wasted, just thrown in the gutter, turned into pollution. Um, I'm sure the majority of it will happen to the food, but I brought it up just to kind of like, sometimes it comes up in my mind, yeah, this feeling that, oh, what makes you feel like as if you'll be different from this kind of behavior. Like, are you sure, you wanting to grow your channel, or wanting to have social milestone on your channel, actually not going to just end up like, any of these people, that sells out basically. And it's like, no, that voice is not for me. That voice is not for me. But I appreciate that there are doubts like that that show up in me from time to time. I appreciate those voices coming up, and I appreciate the fact that now I'm in a place in my life where I can be like, no, that is not me. Obviously I'm not perfect, okay? So I'm not expecting myself to be this paragon of normalcy and responsibility, and all of that, especially when things work out for me and my channel grows, and like I'm doing wonderful things with my channel. Like, I'm not expecting to be this model of responsibility, but I feel like there's also this part of me that knows that I am what I am, okay? And I can stand on my identity, yeah? I can stand on my identity. Um, anyway, that's just my own personal contemplations, yeah? Just personal contemplations sometimes of like, what are we doing here? Why are we here? And it's like, I'm here because I want to be here. I'm on YouTube Live, and I am confident asking, sharing my interest, talking about things I like, and also having goals of growing my channel as well, because I want to do that, okay? And I am deserving of um such achievement, yeah. I'm deserving of such achievement. I feel like, uh yeah, of course I want my channel to grow and to be big, because it's what I want, like, and what I want is valid, you get. What I want is valid, yeah. So sometimes those things just cross my mind, Sha, that oh, you get like, are you sure? Not are you sure, but what makes it so different from this person? It's like there's no real difference between me and anybody else, apart from the difference that I am me and they are them, or whoever they are is who they are, and whoever I am is who I am. And I don't know them, but I know me, and I'm still knowing me. And in this point where I have seen me, okay, I have made peace with me, okay. There's so many wonderful things I think I've come to terms with, I guess, that I feel this whole streaming is a celebration of. Yeah, that fear that is to plague me about me, that fear, that worry, that stress, all of it melted away. Melted away. And that is why I can encourage like an idea that just came to me, that oh, just start streaming again, like just try streaming, I like I like that the idea came as a reflection of my self-assuredness. My self-assuredness. Is that how to say it? I am self-assured. I'm self-assured. I'm self-assured in my identity. I'm self-assured in my goals and my desires. And I am self-assured in the things that I want. And so I'm here. I'm here and I'm here to stay. Oh my god, I feel like I've been rambling. Oh no. I feel like I've been rambling. Oh, I'm so sorry. But like, I don't like, maybe it will make sense if you watch the replay, or when I watch the replay, it's going to make better, much more sense to me. I hope I said everything the way I intended to pass it across clearly. I just wanted to comment to that. Yeah, that food thing is just stupid, very stupid. There's no logic around it. I don't know why it exists or why they did it, but it was stupid. Yes. Anyways, so that is my commentary of the day. Oh, I think I need to make some kind of segment in my life where I'll read or I'll practice maths, and then I'll do like this segment of commentary for the day where I talk about certain issues that I noticed in my everyday life, especially in this country now, certain issues, and then I'll just assign a period of my stream to commentary here. And like, if you want to also share commentary about your everyday life, maybe your place of work, maybe the movies that you watched recently or the music you're listening to recently, commentary about your country, things you don't like, about your country, or things you like about your country that you used to encourage people to like visit your country, you can share them here. That will be so freaking cool. you know I think I'm going to just implement that. Let me make a note of it. My trusty notes. I'm going to make a note of it. Commentary segments on my YouTube live streams. Okay. Hello, King of YouTube. Hi. My name is King. King of YouTube. My name is King. That's interesting. I think you're the first king I'm seeing on my channel. Your name being King is the first for me on this channel. Because my name is King as well. Oh, maybe he has gone. But my name is King of YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I hope you have fun with me here on my channel. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Where are you from? King of YouTube. Maybe I should have named my channel King of YouTube as well, so that I'll really reign over this platform. So my name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Lovely to meet you today on my stream. What are you up to today? I recently just yesterday I just saw this song that Victoni sang with Terry G, and I just remember that day that I was talking about music on this channel, and I was talking about Terry G, and I was like, where is Terry G? Yeah, oh my god, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I was very happy. Hello, Kabir, welcome to the stream. I was very happy to see Terry G, to listen to Terry G again. Like, how long has it been? Oh my god. And he sounded all right. He sounded himself, not as, gravelly voice that really, very, very in his elements, because obviously he's grown now, like, so there's a maturity, I guess, to his voice. Nice. What is nice? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Kabir. Nice to see you here. So what was I saying? Victoni, yes. I also admire Victoni for going out. I don't know if it's an album that he's working on, or if he just released an album. Oh, okay, Neil. Oh, thank you. Thank you for noticing my nails. I like the color, I guess. Um, so I think it's really cool. I think it was really cool of Victoni to search out Terry G and feature him on his new song. I think it was cool of him to do so. Like, I know I miss Terry G, which is like when I was younger. And oh my god, the way I used to judge people listening to Terry G. I was such a snob. Even though I liked his song, I didn't say it outside. I did it myself. I did it myself. Even though I didn't tell people out loud that, oh, I listened to the radio then, or I enjoyed his music. I usually judged people that enjoyed his music. I was like, what the hell do you see or listening to Terry G? Like, he screams a lot, he's shouting all over the track. Like, you get. But now in this era of streamlined America facing music that's coming out of Nigeria that they are calling Afrobeats, I think I kind of see so much value. I'm talking about an artist from my country. His name is Terry G, and he was so popular when I was in secondary school. That was plenty years ago. He was so popular, and he had this specific style of singing that involved him screaming into the mic, and he sang with this indigenous, most of our local languages, and it was very, very kind of street music, well, I would call it, yeah, because I was a snob, but it was street music. So then I used to judge everybody that listened to Terry G. I was like, you don't even know what music is, eh? Because then I was obsessed with R&B, like American R&B, not American, like all kinds of R&B, like mostly, outside the country, and even the ones from our country too. Like, I don't mind listening to R&B from our artists, yes. But I used to judge people that listen to television. So now that it's been so many years and I've not heard from him, not I've, but we've not heard any new work from him for a very long time. So this new artist that came out, his name is Victoni. Victoni came out in, I think, 2022. Like he debuted in 2022, and he's popular. Like you would know his song on TikTok and all of that. So he's popular not because of TikTok, but his song went viral on TikTok. So yeah, he's popular. So you know you have listened to him one time in your life or something. Um, so Victoni featured this Terry G guy I'm talking about, and I heard the song last night, and it was so good. The production of the song was such that Terry G's style of singing still came through. Like he still sang the typical way he usually sang in the past, but now there was a level of, age to it, because obviously he's grown, and I'm sure he cannot, scream on the tracks like before, that he used to scream so heavily, like all of that. So just listening to that, it made me feel happy. It made me have hope. Like, okay, there is hope for the future. Like for a new artist to incorporate, or to call, not even incorporate or use a sample, he actually featured the guy on his track. It's like, of course, that's how it should be done. Not how it should be done, but I feel like we should not just throw away the things that we know just because we've seen something new and shiny in Spotify or Billboard, American Billboard or American Grammy and all of that nonsense. Like, we can still enjoy our locally made, our very indigenous artists, yeah, artists that did not ever get to see the limelight of Western validation or whatever. They're just for us, and we enjoyed it. That was fun. Like, it was fun to listen to, and I hope more people like work with G. I don't know if he's a friendly person. I cannot really say if he's friendly or whatever, but I like that he showed up for the track. The person I'm actually just looking at and like just waiting for an actual comeback from is Wizkid. So Wizkid is everywhere. Wizkid sings a lot. He releases tracks a lot. Like, he's not like he has stopped working, but there's a Wizkid that I know, and there's a Wizkid post 2020 is what I'll say. That Wizkid, even before 2020, I think Wizkid was just like not. So not. It was. His sound changed so much. I think he was just satisfied, I guess, and he had no desire, like that hunger that comes with being an upcoming artist. Like, it was no longer there. Obviously, he was not stressed about being like successful. He was already a success. He's already a success, yeah. And even if he never sang again, like his body of work, um, Afrobeat is made in Nigeria. Of course, I listen to Afrobeat. Afrobeat is Nigeria is really the home of Afrobeat. Like, and Afrobeat is just one aspect of our music. Like, the number of genres we have in our music, yeah, in this country. So of course I listen to Afrobeat. This is like that's home territory. Like, I grew up with Afrobeat. Also, it's not even called Afrobeat. Like, they just made up Afrobeat to be conducive to other cultures digesting our music. But we have a varied style of making music here, and Afrobeat is just one small tiny bit of it, one tiny aspect of it. But yeah, I listen to all of it. I listen to all of them. I wonder if you know this guy Omale. Have you heard any Omale tracks before? Omale is like number one in my heart. Omale, I don't want to say this guy. Stylistically, I listen to Omale. Like, Omale is very, very beautiful in his style, and he's also consistent. So I was talking about consistency of music, and I was talking about, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Yeah, I listen to Afrobeat because Afrobeat is indigenous to my country, Nigeria. Afrobeat is literally made in Nigeria. That is where the term comes from. So I've never not listened to Afrobeat in my life. Also, Afrobeat is one small slice of the pie of Nigeria's style of making music. We have high life, we have um, Yoruba high life, we have Igbo high life, we have street music, like local low production style of music that we really enjoy in this country. So Afrobeat is just something that all these foreigners like America investors like Spotify came and was like, okay, you know what, instead of allowing all of you to shine in this genre of music, let's just take one part of you and use it to represent all of you. Hi Obi. Kavia, what's the emoji for? Hi Obi, my name is King. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my channel. So I'm talking about Nigerian music, Obi. I'm talking about how, I don't know if you've heard this song that Victoni released recently. Victoni featuring Terry G. And I was talking about how much I have missed Terry G, even though I used to be a snob back in the day. Do 360 LMAO. What do you think this is? So I'm not doing that. ASAP for that matter. Like, you come to the wrong place, I guess. Bye bye. Okay, Kabe, I don't need a queen. Oh, I'm alright here. I'm alright as king. I don't have a Snapchat. I have a Snapchat. I was talking about something. My IG is in the description below. In my description, you see my icon, my Insta account. So, I was talking about music, yeah, and I was talking about how um, what I'm enjoying, the fact that some people are being authentic, I think, in their music production. I feel like Victor is a very authentic artist. Um, he's authentic in the fact that his sound, there's a nature to his sound. Like there's a the consistency to Victoni's sound is that his voice, is very unique. So even if he creates a different type of sound, his voice, you can trust that Victoni's voice will be Victoni in the song. Yeah. So like that's the consistency of his creation, of his production. That's what I love about Victoni's music. Any artist I appreciate, it has to come from I always appreciate them from the point of what being consistent in their sound. Yeah, even Terry G after all these years still sounds um more or less the same, more or less the same. The style of his lyricism, the way saying things like Orobo and Lekpa, like it's just so typical of Terry G. Like of course he's going to say that, even though it's not relevant this period, like urban, like why it's not really a relevant thing to say this year in your music this year, this period. But he still says it, and it just brings me back to his his heydays of being a high flyer in the industry. Like it's not like he's no longer a high flyer, but he has not released much work, and much of the industry now we are cluttered by a lot of new artists. Like artists are coming out every other day. Artists of female artists, male artists coming out, and they're coming out with different, unique kinds of sounds, not like before. Question mark as how? My I told you my Instagram is in my in my description. You can check my Instagram account there. Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Like new artists are coming out almost every other day. Oh, let me now talk about somebody that I enjoy. Let me now talk about Iron Math. I can't believe I've not brought him up once. Although to be fair, I haven't checked out his recent release. I haven't checked out Ayomaf's recent album release, but that is it an album or an EP? I don't know which it was that came out. His body of work that came out between the end of last year and beginning of this year. Like I have overplayed that. Oh my god, several times. So like Ayomaf is platinum in my own house. I've not spoken, like I've not checked out his new album, which I will do eventually, but I'm still savoring and enjoying his works. Like I think Ayomaf is a very, 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 very good artist. Like oh, I was talking about going to a Black Cherry concert here. I think I would want to go to an Ayomaf's concert as well. Although the thing about Ayomaf is that there's a whole generational gap between me and him. Like there's this whole generational gap between me and him, but I don't mind because um I don't mind in the sense like his music, I'm not feeling that gap. You get, I feel as if oh is he can meet up with um how to say this, the things that he sings about in his like in his songs are things that are very reminiscent of somebody that is very aware of what is going on. You know, there's this temptation here to be caught up in the fun aspect of life, especially in this country. There's this temptation to just pretend, you know, not to be aware of suffering and all of that. But it's like if you come from a life where you suffered, like where you suffered, you know, as a child, where you suffered poverty and lack and torture. I think even things about police brutality on his peers and all of that, and the things he had to do to survive. You know, when you know touch on those things, yeah, when he touches on those things in his music making and all of that, it makes me feel like connect deeply with his music, you know, than I would expect of somebody that is from a whole different generation of from mine. Yeah. Ah, so I think I have to end the live here because of electricity and I don't want my phone to die. So um anyways, thank you for showing up, people that showed up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Yusuf, I'm living the life. There's no light or my phone will soon die. So I think there's something wrong with our pole or something, and I decided to cut the light off at this point. But thank you for showing up, Sha. No, like the thing that happened there is because you know that time I was doing my exercises earlier in the day, the network, my Airtel just went off. Like my network just seized. Like there was no, it was not streaming anymore. So I had to stop the live. So it's not as if I've been on since that time till now. No, I went offline and then I came back and I started this one again. And this one I've been going for like at least 1 hour. So it's not like I've been around since that time you stopped over. No, I stopped the live. I wasn't able to continue the other time. Was showing me private video. It's because of the network thing. It is now public, don't worry. All my videos are public now. You can watch it, you can replay it and watch what I did there. It's because my network just went off. You know, I was saying I was to test Airtel. Airtel is even worse than MTN. Airtel just shut off. It does not even give warning, it does not slow down, just off. And it was just frustrating. So I went offline and I waited for it to come back, and then I came back maybe after eating and all of that. I came back. So that was happening. So I've been here for like an hour plus. We get just trying to make everybody know that I didn't intend to just cut off the life like that. Shay, I was complaining about MTN. You know, I was complaining about MTN that MTN is stressing me out. You know, MTN is to glitch, but at least if MTN glitches, MTN comes back. You know, it comes back. But now Airtel is worse, guy. My MTN has finished. Like I don't even have data, so I don't know if the way things are going, if my maybe money fall into my hand somehow, maybe I'll be able to buy data for us to stream this week again. But like, or for me to stream this week again. But if I don't have that amount, like if I don't have my sub or whatever, I can just like it will just be. I'll announce it, sha. Maybe on my Instagram I'll announce that I'll announce the day I'll be able to go live, because the everyday thing now I can't keep it up because of data and all of that. But anyways, maybe I'll be lucky, money will fall into my hand this week. So you see me every day. But if not, I'll just announce the day I can come on live. Also, NEPA issue too, no lights. How many days now? 3 days now, no lights. And I'll be managing power bank and fuel for gen and all of that. So just those things, yeah. That's the issue of trying to do all this streaming stuff in this country. You have to worry about light and data. I hope the light, whatever the issue is, they fix it today, sha. But I don't know. I've not heard anything from them, so it's the generator matter this evening. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for, and the videos are public now. You can watch them again if you want. They are on my channel. You can go and watch them again. They are available. So sorry about the whole interruptions. Yeah, I'll see you um tomorrow. Tomorrow by like things working out perfectly for me. I'll show up tomorrow. If I don't show up tomorrow, I'll announce it on my Instagram that I can't show up tomorrow because of whatever reason. Yeah, but if I can show up tomorrow, I'll let you know on my Instagram. So if you want updates, you can follow my Instagram and all that and all that. Okay, bye bye. Bye. Abby. Let money fall in my hand this week, guy. Oh God. Let money fall in my hand. Anyways, thank you for the encouragement. I'll try to let you know. However the thing works out, I'll let you know so that you will not miss a live again. Hello Mira. Hi. Welcome to my stream. Although I think I'm about to leave now. Indian soldier. Oh, welcome. I've never had an Indian soldier, but I have many friends from India on my channel. I hope you stick around, you subscribe, you support. Okay, now you see. I'll see you. So I'm leaving now. Bye bye. Subscribe so you can keep up with my life. You meet me tomorrow again. If not, you check my Instagram and you get information on what is going to happen. My Instagram is in the description of this video. Follow me and you get more information. There, I'm from Nigeria. Okay, bye bye. 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 I'm leaving now. Bye.